Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to discuss about the Norton's theorems. In the previous class, we have discussed about the Thevenin theorems, which is applied in a DC. In the Thevenin theorem, what we have discussed, any linear network which can be reduced into it is equivalent network where a voltage source in series with the equivalent resistance or equivalent impedance in case of AC. That's all. This Norton theorem is just opposite to that, where a linear network can be reduced into the equivalent circuit where you will have the current source in parallel with the equivalent impedance or resistance. Thevenin and Norton, they are reciprocal to each other. There you determine voltage source or voltage in series with equivalent resistance, or here you will determine current in parallel with the equivalent resistance or impedance. So their voltage in series, that is practical voltage source. Here it is a practical current source, current in parallel with the resistance. So they are the reciprocal to each others. So see that Norton theorem, let us do. It is similar to Thevenin theorem. It states that any two-terminal network or circuit can be represented with an equivalent network or circuit which consists of the current source in parallel with the resistance or inductance, that is AC or DC, right? It is known as a Norton equivalent. So Norton equivalent. What will be having Norton equivalent? Let's see that. Same thing. The same network, but there what we had, a voltage source in series with the equivalent resistance. Here a current source in parallel with the equivalent resistance. So, and here you keep in your mind the equivalent resistance determination in both the cases same. Whether it is Thevenin theorem or Norton theorem, the equivalent resistance determination procedure is same. Nothing is changed. Only thing is there you determine open circuit voltage. Here you determine short circuit current. Current will flow in short circuit path. Voltage flow in open circuit. Voltage means voltage available in open circuit. So Thevenin open circuit voltage, Norton short circuit current. So Thevenin, what you did, open the load and determine the voltage across. In Norton, you short the load and determine current in that path. That's all. Simple. Rest Norton equivalent is remaining same. Norton equivalent or Thevenin equivalent both are same way. Thevenin equivalent, what you did, you remove the load and remove all the sources, then you measure the equivalent resistance. Similar way here also, remove the load and remove the sources and determine the Norton equivalent resistance, right? And here you have the Norton equivalents, you can say resembles practical current source. Yes, practical current source will have the current source in parallel with the equivalent resistance. So this is a practical current source representation. Thevenin shows the practical voltage source representation. This is showing the practical current source representation, right? That is what here shown. And here actually three methods are available for the Norton. First method, what you determine Norton current by short circuiting the circuit and determine the Norton resistance by similar way how you determine the Thevenin. That means Norton resistance, opening the load terminal and remove all the source and determine the Norton resistance. Then you have to substitute here. That's all. Substitute here means Norton current substitute here, Norton resistance substitute here, and load value substitute here. Then you apply the current source, and here two parallel branches will come when you complete the circuit. So you will have the current division rule. You can simply apply to determine the current, right? That is one method. Another method is that you can determine the open circuit voltage across the load by the Thevenin voltage, you can say. And another, you determine the short circuit current. Then find the resistance by voltage by current as resistance by Ohm's law, right? Voltage by current resistance. So Norton resistance, voltage by current. Then draw the Norton equivalent circuit by connecting current source with the parallel resistance and parallel load. Then you determine the current by which one? Current division rule. This is another method. That means open circuit voltage you have to determine, short circuit current you have to determine. Then from the open circuit voltage and short circuit current, determine the equivalent resistance, then you connect them in the circuit diagram, this circuit diagram. That means current source, Norton current determined, and Norton resistance determined, and connect your load like that. Parallel combination. They are all in parallel, right? That is way. Another method also available, third method, where you determine the Thevenin equivalent circuit. That means Thevenin equivalent circuit means you determine the Thevenin voltage and Thevenin resistance. Then apply the source transformation. Yes, source transformation you might be not knowing or knowing. The source transformation is simple concept where if you have the voltage source, practical voltage source can be converted into practical current source by Ohm's law. That's all. See, VTH or TH. It can be converted into the current source with the equivalent resistance. How you will determine this current? Current equal to what? V equal to I equal to V by R. That means the IN will be determined. VTH by RTH will give IN, and RTH or RN both are same. I already told. Equivalent resistance in the Thevenin theorem, Norton theorem, both are same. So simply once you determine the VTH, RTH, you can convert them into the Norton current and the equivalent resistance. That the RTH same will come here. IN is nothing but VTN by RTH. So IN determined. Then you connect here your load. Load you connect here. These two values are known. So load you connected. Then you can have this current division rule. One total current known and two branches. So total current known and two branches means when you de current in this load, the opposite resistance divided by sum of the two resistance multiplied by total current. Current division rule we already discussed. That is the third method. So three method. What are three method? First method, normal way. Determine short circuit current or Norton current and determine the Norton resistance. Then you substitute the values in the Norton equivalent circuit. Norton equivalent circuit means a Norton current in parallel with the Norton equivalent resistance in parallel with the load. Then you determine. Otherwise, second case, you determine the open circuit voltage and short circuit current. That means Thevenin voltage, Norton current, and resistance will be Thevenin voltage by Norton current. Again, you draw the Norton equivalent circuit. Otherwise, you can also go for another method where you determine Thevenin equivalent circuits. Thevenin equivalent circuits means what? Thevenin voltage and Thevenin resistance. Then apply the source transformation. Source transformation in the sense VTH or RTH, that is for IN. Source transformation in the sense you have this is VTH, RTH in series, that will come Norton current in parallel with the resistance. This resistance, the same RTH will be substituted here, same value, and IN will be determined VTH by RTH. Then, so suppose which method I am going to apply. Similarly, source transformation. If you have the Norton, then you can determine the Thevenin. How? The parallel current source, Norton resistance can be have the series voltage source with series resistance. The resistance will be remaining same. You need only voltage. Voltage equal to what? V equal to IR. That means product of these two will give the VTH. That's all. Suppose, so that means simply keep in your mind, if you know Thevenin equivalents, you can convert them into Norton equivalent, and if you know Norton equivalent, then you can convert to Thevenin equivalent. Simple. This is called the source transformation. Source transformation means voltage source in series with the equivalent resistance can be transferred into the practical current source with the parallel resistance. That the current will be determined I equal to V by R. That form, and the equivalent resistance same. And if you have the current source, then you can determine the voltage source by source transformation. That is voltage equal to IR, so IN and RN here, and the resistance same will come here. Right. So I am taking that same example, current through in 20 ohm by Norton equivalent circuit. So I already determined. So this is your circuit in which we already determined the VTH and RTH. So VTH also available, RTH also available. So you apply the source transformation technique, right? Source transformation technique. That means what you need, Norton current. Current equal to V by R. So VTH by RTH, you will have this Norton current. The Norton current determine 5 ampere. Now you just to substitute them in the circuit. What you will substitute? Norton current and your load RTH, the RN. connect them into the load, connect them into the load, simple, right? Total current. So you need current in this form. So opposite resistance divided by sum of this two, then multiply by current, right? Opposite divided by both the resistance, multiply total current, right? Opposite resistance 45.3 divided by sum of both 45.3 plus 20. What it is shown. You need current this 20 ohm. No? So opposite resistance 40/3 divided by 40/3 plus 20 multiplied by 5 ampere. That is what here written. That is what here written. This is current in 20 ohm. So 2 ampere. There also we determine 2 ampere in Thevenin. A simple way. You determine Thevenin equivalence and from which you determine the Norton equivalence. Simple. Right. This is what the Norton theorem. So Thevenin theorem and Norton theorem, they are the reciprocal to each other. You can determine, once you know Thevenin equivalent, you can determine Norton equivalent. Once you know Norton equivalent, then you can determine Thevenin equivalence, right? So Thevenin equivalents are the voltage source in series with the equivalent resistance or impedance. Norton theorem is equivalent current source with the parallel equivalent resistance or impedance, right? So parallel circuit, that is series circuits, right? So this is what the Norton theorem here we have discussed. So I hope that you have understood the Thevenin theorem and Norton theorem, and we will come with the another lecture with another topic. Thank you for watching this video.